Let's start this off very simply. Let's go back in time. History of money, right? We are thousands of years back in time. We want to do trading. What was our mode of trade? Huh? Barter. Yeah? You have sadza, you have chicken, you have rice, you have wheat, you exchange, right? But after that you were like, I don't want your sadza, I don't want your chicken, I don't want your goat. So we started trading in gold. Before gold came out, we had something called as seashells. Yeah? She sells seashells by the seashore. Got it? The seashells? They were sold here in Zimbabwe because you can't find seashells, right? So they were precious, right? And from here there was precious rocks that were being sold in the coastal town because they have a lot of seashells. Are you with me? Then we moved over to copper, bronze, silver, gold. Yeah? We moved over. You remember people used to trade in salt also. You remember the word salary? We all like the word salary. Sal means salt. People used to trade in salt. If you go back in history and look at your Zimbabwe map, do you have a museum of money in Harare? You should have. You have a lot of money here. You have a lot of money here. You should have a museum of money. Yeah? So museum of money back in those days, people started trading not in goats and sheep and everything. We were started using copper, silver, gold. In 1400s, our very famous Christopher Columbus from Portugal moving around the world, finding the world, and he started saying, let's use the gold coins. So there were the Portuguese coins. Yeah? 1500 we had the Spanish people. They were using the Spanish coins. 1600 we had the Dutch. 1700 we had the French. 1800s, so they were using their British coins. And 1900s, what are we using? US dollars. If you look at all of this thing from 1400 to 1900, all of them were coins. They were gold or copper or silver or bronze, right? That means a Zimbabwean gold coin or an Argentinian gold coin or an Indian gold coin, they just had a different stamp, different kings, right? But gold was okay. 1919, the World War started. Yeah? World War I. 1923, our very famous Federal Reserve was formed. What is Federal Reserve? The US dollar. So what happened was United States came forward and said like, guys, there's globalization. We can't move so much gold around. What do we move now? A piece of paper. But what is the paper backed by? Where's the finance student? Finance student? He's gone behind. Hey, brother, blue shirt. I forget your name. Huh? Lovejoy. He told about the thing about collateral, right? So United States said, all right guys, let's keep gold as collateral. That means we keep 1,000 kgs of gold. We will print 1,000 kgs gold worth of US dollar. Zimbabwe does the same thing. India does. Every country started putting gold as collateral. We had something backing up. If the paper fails, we have gold. 1971, I'll jump down.
Gold standard.
Huh?
Gold standard.
The gold standard?
Richard Nixon.
Yeah, Nixon. These all words are ringing. Richard Nixon, gold standard. In the school you were learning this. Yeah, they abolished it. There was no more gold standard. That means your money was not backed by gold anymore. There was no more gold. Your money started being backed by something called as a foreign exchange reserve. Forex? Yeah? Foreign exchange. Your money started getting backed by US dollar. Now what is US dollar backed by? Nothing, right? But we still use US dollar, right? You know why? Because in Zimbabwe, when you wanted to buy petrol, you went to Libya. Gaddafi was a good man, yeah? He wanted something good for Africa. One currency not controlled by anyone, right? You go to Gaddafi, you're like, hey boy, give me petrol. And you are like, yeah, give me money. You remove your fancy $100 trillion Zimbabwe bond. What does Gaddafi say? What do I want?
US dollars.
So what did your country start doing? Keeping US dollar as your foreign exchange reserve. You started having your currency backed by another paper currency. This is backed by anything? What is this being backed by? Nothing. You guys played any game called Monopoly?
Yes.
Yeah, Monopoly? You remember you used to play Monopoly and every time you used to pass go and used to get that 200 free? The first round you were happy, you got free money. Second round, fifth round, 10th round. 15th round, that 200 was not enough. Why? Paying rents, jail, expensive. That free money did not do anything for you. Yeah? You cannot live, and eventually the game went down into capitalism, and the one with the maximum properties wins. The properties kept on growing because there was an inflation of money. Remember, every time that 200 is coming in, 200 is coming in, there's an extra money coming in, assets are growing. Anyways, you got it. You weren't able to live. You're like, wow, game got over. I want that blue property, that yellow property, that red property. You were just, if you didn't buy any property, you were just in Zimbabwe currently today. If you don't spend your money, after 1 month, what happens to your money?
1 month?
Yeah? Alright. So we are here with me, right? You got this monopoly concept. Well, this is what US dollar has been doing. The problem is not your currency. The problem is US dollar that is not backed by anyone. So this is a little bit of history of money. Where gold was gold, in today's world where you just cannot enjoy what a person from London can come here, from America can come and enjoy the difference. Now that $1 is 600 bond. But in 2016 that $1 was 1:1. What happened? Right? Nobody questions, right? Everybody is always fighting, firefighting. Yeah? So you're like, okay, all this is happening now, this is all a problem. Now what is the solution? Somebody said, I looked, my friend here, he said he looked Bitcoin as a solution. Now you look at all of this, there is inflation happening, your money is losing value, you are still getting paid in bonds, you are fighting, you are just fighting. We all here are blessed with food, shelter, clothing, right? Hence we have the time and money to talk about. But that mama who is on the ground road selling that bananas, $1 for 10. Does she have spare money? Does she have time? She's just at it. Is it her problem that money is falling? No, she's still working. Bitcoin, my dear friends, comes in as a solution to all of this. I will move over to the philosophical side over later on. Are you guys with me there? Made sense? Yeah? You're like, what is the damn it solution? What is the solution? Bitcoin comes in as a solution, and then I'll move over to the philosophical part, and then we'll cut it out, open it out for everyone. What is Bitcoin? Do you hear this? Everybody uses it as a money. Forex, trading, putting money here, there, sending money across. Bitcoin is as simple as a cryptocurrency. The word Bitcoin is there on his house. I really love that. I've traveled to 14 countries. I still haven't seen a Bitcoin house like this. What are the odds that I see a Bitcoin house in Zimbabwe, where your finance minister says there is no crisis in Zimbabwe? And then the next 3 days later, the headline is Zimbabwe should embrace all currencies. Yeah? Where the bosses make money in dollars, but they pay their employees in? It is reality. Correct? Anyways, Bitcoin is very simple, guys. It's a cryptocurrency. Alright? It is peer-to-peer. I'm going to make it very extra. Brother, your name please again. I call you Bitcoin Cash otherwise. Terence. Okay. I'm going to do this as an example. Me and Terence are friends, right? Buddies. Alright? It's a peer-to-peer transaction. That means if I want to talk to Terence, I'm like, hey Terence, how are you?
Okay.
There you go. We had a conversation. You all saw it, right? It is transparent. Bitcoin is? That means if Terence sends me $1 or I send him $11,000 million, it is visible by everyone. It is censorship proof. Remember, he sent me how much? $1. I sent him how much? 11,000 million. Go to your bank and try to send $1 million to anyone. What will your bank say? Yeah? What will EcoCash do? Reality? So it is censorship proof, it is transparent, it is peer to peer. That means direct, no third party. Let's make her a third party. Your name again, please? Huh? TT? TT? TC? T, that's it.
Okay, call me Sarai.
Farai.
Yeah.
Alright. Farai is our trusted third party. Simple. Now, she has hosted this event, let's say. Our brother is missing, so I have taken you. She has hosted this event. And she is like, guys, you had so much fun. You had food. You had drinks. Pay me. Don't worry, it's free. Chill. It's free event. So what do? I remove my card. Yeah? And I pay. She's like, oh, machine down. I did not get a message. And I'm like, now what do? She's like, pay me. So what do? I remove cash. I give her cash. I go back to my home. I get a message. Your money has been debited. Now what did I do? Paid her. Bitcoin solves the problem of double spending. If Terence has 1 Bitcoin, Alex has 2 Bitcoin, I have 3 Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin can I send her? 1, 2, 3 or 4? 3. Why not 4?
Because you don't have the phone.
I don't have the 4th Bitcoin. You're like, give me a better example. What is this double spending? I'll make you exciting now. She is the Central Bank of Zimbabwe. Lovely. You guys are all the normal banks, Standard, Barclays, MoneyGram, blah, 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 where people are just standing, thousands of people are standing every day waiting to get money, which they worked for. Yeah? So, Alex is the banker, William is going to be a bank. William, what's your bank? BCM Bank, which is your bank?
NMB.
NMB.
National.
So,
Pay for everyone.
So William is a bank, Alex is a bank, Terence is a bank. Yeah? She is the Central Bank of Zimbabwe. Now my dear friend has $10 million deposits in his bank. Yeah? But which is your bank? Standard. You're a big guy, man. Standard Chartered Bank. He has how much deposit? $100 million. My dear friend here is Barclays. He has how much deposit? $1 billion. Now these are banks. They have the money of people, right? Now they want to also make? Yeah? So they do little business called giving loans. Little small business to help people grow. Yeah? Globalization, we all are in this together. He has $10 million, $100 million, $1 billion. How much loan can he give out? If he has $10 million, how much loan can he give? 10. He says 100. Guys, are you with me? How much loan can he give? 20. 100. Okay, he has 100 million. How much loan can he give?
1 billion.
1 billion. Anyone else? I say he'll give 100, right? He has 100, but he has 100. Like, this much is my blanket. I can't put my legs out, right? My blanket is this much.
I can give 10 billion.
10 billion. How he has $1 billion. Barclays. They ran away, right?
10 billion.
10 billion. My dear friends, it is so true what he says here. A bank can give you out loan as much as 9 times.
Oh.
That means he had how much? 10 million. He can give out how much? Can anybody question him? Can anybody ask his books of accounts? Because it is all centralized. Yeah? Central books of accounts. He can do anything. I give you 5, 7, 2, 14, 16. He gives out. Yeah? Did he have the money to give out 100 billion? But he gave out, right? He also gave out 10 billion. Did he have the money? No. That is called double spending. Now, 2008, everybody was there. Remember? There was something called as crisis. Now the banks did not have the money. Yeah? But it was people's money, remember? People went to bank, hey, give me my money. Bank is like, I have no money. So bank goes crying and running to. And what does the central bank do? There you go. How much money does she print? Any count on that? Can anybody stop her? She's got the military. She has the government. She has the press button for printing. Can anybody do anything to her?
And the press too.
And the press too. Hence you can have no crisis in Zimbabwe as a headline. Yeah? Bitcoin solves double spending. Remember how much Bitcoin I could spend was how much I have. The reason why I can do that is because it is decentralized. You hear the word decentralized, you're like, bullshit, what is decentralized? Simple, I'll break it very simple. Centralized. She's central? Can she do anything? Yeah? She can do anything, right? Because it's her own system. Central, he's also one bank, he can do anything. WhatsApp, centralized. Facebook, if the government says shut down Facebook, can you shut down Facebook?
Yes. Sure. Facebook.
Yeah, right? WhatsApp, Google, Pornhub.com. Centralized. I'm just showing you what you can shut down. Why can't you shut down Bitcoin? Because it is decentralized. I'll explain to you again why it is decentralized. Anyways, before we jump to all of this, 7 months ago or 8 months, remember WhatsApp was shut down for whole day? Yeah? Because it was centralized. Alright? Now decentralized. That means Bitcoin is a public ledger. What is public ledger? The books of accounts. There's no magical words here. Books of accounts. He can do anything in his books of accounts. I can't tell him to do. She can do, you can do. You have your business. You cook up your books of accounts. You say, give Paco $1,000 for consultation. Anybody will question you? Right? In Bitcoin, it's a public ledger. That means everyone around the world has a copy of your public ledger. Meaning, I put in a transaction with Alex. I am sending 1 Bitcoin to Alex. I have 3, right? I'm sending 1 Bitcoin. That transaction is given out to all the computers around the world. Right? Every computer is got. And they'll say, alright, Paco has 3 Bitcoin. Let it go. Don't trust, verify. Every computer in the world was telling Paco has 3 Bitcoin. So how much can I give? 1. But at the same time I put in a transaction. I want to give William 5 Bitcoin. Will the transaction go through?
No.
Why?
Spend what you don't have.
Correct? And you're like, okay, this computer is in Kenya, 1 in Argentina, 1 in China, 1 in India, 1 in Zimbabwe. China says, let's ban Bitcoin. Did you stop the Bitcoin?
No.
Is it still working?
Yes.
Can I cheat it?
No.
Right. But if I go centrally to one bank and I'm like, hey, let's do something. We have $100 trillion. Yeah? I cannot do that because there is everybody watching your money. Nobody can do that. Because if I shut down Zimbabwe, if I shut down India, I shut down Kenya, there are people all around the world running this. A common person can run a Bitcoin node on your own computer at your home. You all have laptops? You don't need a fancy laptop to run a node. What is a node? Is that means I'm just verifying. I'm like, hey, I am telling this guy has this much. Bitcoin is privacy. I do not know the names of the people, but I know their address. Yeah? When I send Bitcoin, it is an address, it is transparent. Alright guys, we with me this one? It is transparent. Yeah? Peer to peer. No third party. Now we do not go anywhere around. Let's say, remember the example I gave? We have to pay her with the card. Now again, he's here anyways, he's back. Let's get him in the picture. He did this party. I have to pay him. I pay with the card. She's the bank. I pay him. He trusts the bank. The bank will give him money. The bank trusts me that I will give the bank money. Now there is no third party involved. It is direct. Peer to peer, transparency, no censorship. Nobody owns it. Bitcoin was found in 2008. 31st October 2008 was when the white paper came out by Satoshi Nakamoto. Many people say it is Japanese. We do not know who he, she or they are. They just made Bitcoin and let the Bitcoin node run. Nobody owns it. Central bank is owned by? Google is owned by? Ethereum is owned by? Exactly. This house is owned by? Madam. There's a madam. Hey. Alright, you guys with me? Nobody owns Bitcoin. Nobody is the owner. Nobody can manipulate it. Nobody can change it because there are all these computers watching this. Are you understanding me, right?
Yes.
Something exciting? Does it? So this is all Bitcoin in short. You hear the words called Bitcoin mining. Yeah? You're like, hey, I want to do some Bitcoin mining. Everybody wants to do mining. Bitcoin mining is very simply, if I give you a very simple example, Alex. I'll ask Alex a question. Alex, 545 multiplied by 643.
You're asking the wrong person.
No. You're a human. Humans are capable. We made Bitcoin. Come on.
Can I use my calculator?
Exactly. It will take effort from him, right? To solve the problem. That's what a computer does. Computer solves a problem. When he solves the problem, the computer gets a reward. The reward is another example. There are 10 million balls. Balls? Yeah? On the top. There is only one ball that can fall on this table, on this chair. Do you know which ball it is?
No.
Exactly. This is what the computer solves. That is called Bitcoin mining. When the problem is solved, the Bitcoin gets reward. But this computer, he does mining. By the way, in Zimbabwe there is Bitcoin mining happening.
Really?
Yeah, he'll enlighten you more on it. You can talk to him post this. He will tell you about how Bitcoin mining is happening in Zimbabwe. It's happening in Congo. It's happening in Kenya. It is happening all around the world. Because nobody is putting a gun on someone's head and saying, do Bitcoin mining. People are doing it out of their own will. Okay. So, William is like, hey Paco, I want to do mining. I'm like, yeah bro, let's do this. William buys computer. William pays for electricity. Computer does work. And then William gets Bitcoin. Yeah? We there? This is how Bitcoin mining started. It started in 2009. They were giving 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. How many? 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. There was a new block and 50 Bitcoins were given. Before we 5 were there. We were like, guys, let's do mining. This is 2009. Let's solve this. We are getting everybody. So first time I solve the problem, I get 50 Bitcoins. Next time his computer is faster, he gets 50. But slowly many people started getting in. They're like, hey, even I want mining. I want mining. The difficulty started getting difficult and difficult and difficult. Alright? Now to do a Bitcoin mining, you need supercomputers that cost as much as $4,000. But when Bitcoin started, you could run it on your normal computer. You guys can still run Bitcoin on a normal computer at your home. We don't need nothing fancy. That's why it is called the people's money. Not owned by anyone, not controlled by anyone, not manipulated. Alright? 50 bitcoins coming, right? In 2012 happened something called as halving. They were given 25 bitcoins every 10 minutes. We'll come to that part. Every 10 minutes there were 25 bitcoins. 2016 happened another halving. And now how many bitcoins were given? 12 and a half bitcoins. 2020 you all entered, right? 2020 you saw that spike. You know why that spike came? Because Bitcoin got half. How much Bitcoin now? 6.25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. You see, from 2009, 50 became 25, 25 became 12.5, 6.25. It's going low, right? It's getting scarce. Everybody wants it. You're like, wow, it's getting scarce and scarce and scarce. My dear friends, this 6.25 will go to 3.75, 1.7, 0.8, 0.4, 0.2, 0.1, 0.05. Like this will keep on going until 2140. Year 2140 is the last Bitcoin to be mined. Will you all be alive? But will your kids be alive? Kids would be alive, right?
What year? 2000 what?
2140, 120 years. Huh?
100 and what?
120 years.
But there's new pills that are coming out, eh? That say you can actually reduce your aging process.
Okay.
So people might live up to 150. You don't know.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, what have you guys done? You have fixed the money, fixed the world. That is in short Bitcoin for you. Now you know what Bitcoin is. Satoshi Nakamoto. We do not know who he is. Jesus. We all go to church. Jesus. Have you seen him? You believe in him, right? The Old Testament to New Testament to Apostle to SDA to Catholic to 75 different sects of churches are there. We still believe, right? You still are happy, the wind is blowing, the waves are shaking, you're alive, the sun is shining, everything is beautiful, right? Bitcoin came to say, fix the money, fix the world. United States of America has done, let's stop recording now. No. United States of America has had 40 wars in the last 60 years. Yeah? Any sanctions on them?
No.
But Zimbabwe did something and what happened?
Sanctions.
They have done over 40 different wars from Libya to Syria to Afghanistan to Iraq because they have the power. They have the printing press. Over the last 2 years, you know how much dollars has been printed?
No.
Is it not 8 trillion?
13
I don't know.
trillion dollars is printed. So what happens to your money? You remember in Monopoly you used to tell your banker, don't cheat. Yeah? Yeah? If the banker cheats, the game is gone. This is where we are, my dear friends. Now Bitcoin is very philosophical, my dear friends. In this entire conversation that I've had with you is almost now 26 minutes. I have not told you about trading. I am not a trader. Please don't ask me trade advice. Please don't ask me what coin will go up. I have no idea. I don't do trading. I don't advise trading. In her words, as she said, only if I knew, I would have just bought the Bitcoin and kept it like him. Hodl. Yeah? Alright, now let's talk about philosophical part and let's get you all thinking and about what is this crazy stuff. All the greatest inventions of mankind that we know of happened in the 18th and the 19th century. Car, aeroplane, electricity, printing press, Michelangelo's, Othello's, yeah? These all were great products, right? Great inventions. All these inventions took time. Car was not made in a day. Aeroplane was not made in a week. They took 5 years to 10 years to 15 years to 20 years to create this. Yeah? You know why people gave so much time? Because they were getting paid in gold. Gold holds value. Unfortunately or fortunately, in Zimbabwe, if you hold gold, it is illegal and you are 5 years in prison. But gold is gold, right? This is how the inventions happen. Let's say me and Terence are really good friends, remember? So I've told Terence is a very good engineer. And I've told Terence, I want to fly like Iron Man. Come on, we are in technology. I want to fly like Iron Man. Terence like, Paco, you can fly like Iron Man. I'm like, okay, make me a suit. He's like, Paco, will take time. Give me $1 billion. Barclays. Right? He's like, give me $1 billion. And I'm like, let's do this. 5 years later, Terence is like, Paco, your suit is ready. Give me my $1 billion. I gave him his $1 billion. But after 5 years, what happened to the $1 billion value? Down. Yeah? Thank you. In 5 years, his money went half. You're like, how did it go half? Explain to me. Where are our bankers gone? Here, our banker. When you keep money in a bank, the bank gives you some interest. How much is the interest?
Zimbabwe, they'll charge you for keeping money.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The bank to keep your money there.
Let me come from the other side. In the other side of the heaven. Other side of the heaven, we get 2 to 3% per annum for keeping our money safe, which is not at all safe. 3% the bank gives us.
Celsius gives you 20.
Let's not go there, bro. Let's stick to Bitcoin. Yeah. 3%, right? How much is inflation?
Zimbabwe's inflation?
285%.
Let's just do conversational. Let's not talk particularly about Zimbabwe because then the conversation goes bust. It's like Ghostbusters. 10%. Okay, nice conversation. 10% inflation, 3% bank is giving. How much money I am losing? In 5 years, I have lost 40% of my money. Now Terence, that I gave $1 billion, his $1 billion became 600 million. Will Terence next time make a quality product for us? No. He's like, I have family, I have bills to pay. I will work more and I will not work quality. Because the paper money is losing value. There's a very nice saying in the book called the Bitcoin Standard, which I will share it on the group for free. Read it. That's where I got this Bitcoinized. It says, you had Michelangelo. You all know Michelangelo. He was a very good sculptor. For 4 years, he was on a ceiling creating a masterpiece. And now you have Miley Cyrus twerking her ass for $100,000. That is paper money which is just being printed. How do you got the free vaccination? How did the government survive? From where did the money come? Quality. There is something called as time preference. We all work. Yeah. When we work, we get a reward. Yeah. We get salary or we get profit. If your child behaves, you give the child pocket money. If the child does not behave, you're like nothing. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Here is the word you will hear called proof of work. Remember William was doing mining? He put computer, he put electricity, he did some work and he got reward. You do your job, you get paid. If you don't do work, you don't get paid. Hence, Bitcoin is so strong and powerful because there is lot of energy that is gone inside. People have put in lot of money to make it work. You're like, make it easy. William is like, Paco, I found gold here in my house. Yeah? Can I put my hand and get the gold? No, right? What do I have to do? Work, machinery, people, resources, energy, time, effort. When I do all that work, I get. Hence, gold is. Now you know why Bitcoin is valuable? Because there is a lot of energy, efforts gone in to make it. Yeah? That is why it is called proof of work. You will hear the words, Bitcoin is not environment friendly. You hear these words? Because you are like, hey, Bitcoin is taking so much electricity. I just read an article recently. It is using 56 times less energy compared to all your banks. Right? Tomorrow the bank can shut your account. Tomorrow, yes, in Ukraine and Russia, when people were leaving, could they take gold with them? Could they take cash with them? But what could they take? Bitcoin is one currency for the whole world. Proof of work. When you do work, creation and consumption. When you create something and when you consume, you enjoy it. Imagine when you were 15 years old and your father was giving you that free pocket money. But at 17 he said, get out of my house. Go work. That's when you'll understand what is sweat and blood. Yeah? My father still says me. He's like, wow, your money is blood and my money is water. Why? Because we were getting it for free. But we all are working, right? You sit in front of the computer and you work. And you get paid and you are happy. When you open that Zamzi beer, you are happy. Because you worked for it. When you got that gold, you worked for it. Proof of work. Our all money is being printed without any work, without any gold. Our parents taught us to save money, right? That is our way of economics. When you save money for the future. He is holding his Bitcoin for the future. You still have your coins for the future. For the future, he bought this house because he has a family. For future, right? Yeah? When you have a kid, you have kids? Yeah?
Okay.
You have kids, right? Everybody, who all have kids? Yeah? You think for your children for 5 years, 10 years or 20 years? How long do you think? 20? You think long? Yeah? But when your government changes, you have a new father of your nation. And the father of the nation thinks for how long? And in that 5 years, what does he do? And then comes the new one. And what does he do? He's like, oh my God, he did so much. They're still doing it. There you go.
Political party, your families, you don't even change their law.
Now, you see of this, when you think long term, you save money. But the problem came in our world thanks to the Keynesian economics, the American way. Work hard, and party harder. Yeah? You are like, hey, I have worked. I want to enjoy my money. I want to spend my money. But you are like, shit, I don't have money. What do the banks do? Hey, huh? Pay later. In fact, pay later. That bank has given loan to this bank to give me money. This bank is supporting that bank. Everybody is creating a bubble. It's just a bubble. Remember the banks were giving out that 9 million, 90 million, 9 times the money? When that bubble bursts, you hit with recession and depression. And hence, people go running and we start printing because your own people are suffering. Bitcoin, there will only be 21 million Bitcoins. It started in 2009, remember? 50, 25, 12, blah, blah. How many Bitcoins are in the market now? Huh? 19 million. How many are left? When will the last Bitcoin come? Can you create more Bitcoin?
It's expensive.
No, create. Can you make more 21 million? No, let us just make it exciting. We all are rich people, come on. Alright, we are billionaires. We are like, how many are we? 50? We are like, let's attack the network. Alright? We are like, there are extra 21 million. I didn't take you in there, I would have taken you. But we are 15 people telling there are 42 million Bitcoins. There are 5,000 people telling, how many are there? So you can't attack the network. If to attack the Bitcoin network, you need electricity. How much electricity? As much as the whole of Kenya. Let's say even if you get that electricity, you need, on the current calculation, about $30 billion worth of computers. Can you even get your country together to get so much resources together? That's where Bitcoin comes. Bitcoin uses something called as the blockchain technology. You hear the word blockchain, right? Like, what is this Paco blockchain? It is nothing, guys. It is a train. Remember the train? Which your country still has stopped. I come from India. We love trains, man. I thank the British always for the trains. Nothing else. My country has 1.4 billion people, and I love trains. We are connected everywhere. Everywhere. Here only your petrol is moving now. Alright. So blockchain technology is a train. Engine. Box. The engine is started. In the box goes transaction. 1 Bitcoin here, 2 Bitcoin there, 5, 7, fun. 1 MB per block. How much? 1 megabyte. How much is 1 MB? One photo is now how much? 5 MB, 10 MB, 20 MB, right? It's just 1 MB. Bitcoin is a public ledger, right? So we all put transactions in there. Everybody gets a copy. Then comes the new block. Then comes the new block every 10 minutes. You remember every 10 minutes you are getting 50 Bitcoins. Now it is every 10 minutes there's a new block. And that block, first block, second block, fifth block. My dear friends, any transaction that happened in 2009 can be seen by anyone right now. Because Bitcoin is transparent. It is a public ledger. Now we are currently in some block number 775,000. Okay? Now, we are rich people, right? We are like, let's go to block number 77445 and attack it. We attacked it. We got the billions of dollars. Yeah? We got the computers. We got the energy. We attacked it. But after 10 minutes, there is a... Every time I need so much energy and power to... But we are 15 people. You are thousands of people. Who is right? We or them? The people with the money are right always. Is capitalism right? Right? We keep questioning all these questions. That's why Bitcoin is not controlled by any billionaire. Nobody can manipulate it. Nobody can change it. Can you shut down Bitcoin? No. The longer chain is the right chain. You are the longer chain because the block is full, the train is moving. Tick tock comes every block, every 10 minutes. You think of it in a very philosophical way. When you talk about energy, my dear friends, with cash, you funded your World War II. You funded all your wars. You got all your military. You got all your power. And still you are messing up with our currency. Yeah? Can you do that on Bitcoin? Why? Because it is transparent. Everybody knows. I just don't know your name, but I know the address. That is Bitcoin for you guys. You think of it in a very different way. Think of it for saving for future. When there is such a limited resource, you remember Ferrari came cars with 99 cars. Bugatti comes with 10 cars because it is limited. What is scarce is valuable. This is in short Bitcoin. You can shoot out questions after that, but I wanted to share with you on a very different way. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Bitcoin is money. See it as money. I have been traveling 14 countries. If it gets dark, I'll show it to you. I can show you on a presentation how I've used Bitcoin all around. I don't use credit cards. I'm practically moving with Bitcoin, which is not manipulated or controlled. Nobody can steal it. Unless it's on an exchange. My dear friend said some good words. It's called not your keys, not your coins. In simple words, what he said was, money in the house or money in the bank? Which is your money?
Your house.
Correct, right? That's it. That's it. Very simply and in short, Bitcoin. I think so. If I miss something, you can shoot questions, man. Thank you, man.